My podcast was all he had to listen to. And he knew that this was the lady he was going to spend the rest of his life with. He was sure. Because when he said, Matty, I want forever with you, I said to him, forever is a big word. And he said, you think I am not serious? Till today, I'm still grateful to God to how he connected us together. And that is why I keep on saying that. The scripture did not say he that find a man. It said he that find a wife, find a good thing, and obtain favor from God. And a lot of us twist it backward and think we can be the one who finds that man. I love that man, and you want to do everything to attract him to yourself. There are a lot of things you need to work on yourself as a single lady or as a lady in a relationship who is not sure if she is in the right relationship or not. I'm going to be sharing with you how I met my husband, or how he met me. Several years ago, I was frustrated. And I said to myself, I'm already approaching 28, 29, 30. And most of my friends, most of which are younger than me, are already married. Some already have kids. And it's beginning to be a sort of concern to me. Not that I'm not happy for them. As a matter of fact, I'm excited for them. But you look around you and it seems like age is no longer on your side. And you keep hearing this menopause. When you even go online, the videos that just keep surfacing are videos or comments that keep reminding you that you are still single. But then I picked it upon myself. After a while, enough of me brooding, enough of me crying at night and saying, God, when? Timing is very important. When you skip timing, you may enter into the wrong marriage and then ask yourself, but God, you were there when I said yes to this guy. Why didn't you stop me? Our impatience leads us to the wrong marriage. Thank God for the spirit of patience, which a lot of us don't have. During my waiting season, it wasn't easy. I wouldn't say it's easy, but I just want to encourage us as singles. I want to encourage us as those of us who want to marry yet, that you can have a happy marriage. People say happy marriage is just in the movie. They say it's a dream. It can never become a reality. That will be their own lot, not your lot. You don't have to believe in what they believe in, because what you believe in will be what you will be living in when it eventually crosses your path. And you want to live in a good one. You want to live in a fulfilled one, the one that will help you grow and build what God has deposited in you. One who would cultivate you, love and cherish you, and not the one who would diminish you anywhere, anytime. So back to my story, moving on. So I think about January that year, about 5 months ago, thereabout or so, I got this message. But prior to that period, I asked God, what can I just do? What can I do? I can't just keep brooding and losing myself, because sometimes I look at the mirror and I don't recognize me any longer. But I have a purpose. I have what I'm on earth to do. This person does not need to, whether they are in my life now or not, it does not stop me from getting to where I need to get to. And you know what I did? I thought, okay, let me attend conferences. I just might meet him there. Let me attend seminars. I just might meet him there. So I made sure that the environment I found myself was the kind of environment I would like to find the person I want to get married to. But I didn't know the environment God was preparing was a different kind of environment. And actually, I've heard of people met their spouses on Instagram, on social media, on Facebook, and all sorts. But never have I thought that my own could meet me on my podcast, on Anchor, not knowing my name, not knowing my picture, not seeing my picture, not knowing anything about me. On Anchor, on podcast. So years ago, I started this podcast prior to the period we met, and I decided to recycle what it is I was going through. So as ladies, find a purpose for yourself before it comes. I decided to recycle everything that I was going through. The experience I've had in previous relationship, I began to teach people. I began to explain to people how toxic some relationship can be and how they can avoid it or overcome it. So I kept on doing it, opened a YouTube channel then, I think several years back. In fact, there are some videos down my, when you check 4 years ago, you're going to see some videos there that I made. I talk on my channel based on experience, inspiration from God, and observation around in other people's marriage and relationships. So I impact people with what I have learned. I recycled what I was going through to teach others. So you now go to a point in my life when I started that Anchor podcast, I think it was episode 44. I was going to give up there. The title of the topic I spoke about that period was vibes and visions. Yeah, vibes and vision. We're going to, I think it was December 30 something, 28 or thereabout. And January was just by the corner, in New Year. And I said, okay, let me just do this one and I'm done. You know, when you are pouring out and there's no one feeling you back, you just feel, anyway, this is enough. That was supposed to be my last video. And then, my last audio, my last recording, my last podcast for that particular, my last episode. And then after I dropped it, a few days later, because I stopped uploading podcast episode, I got a message on my WhatsApp. My number has been there. Most of the times, the reviews I get back from my podcast were voice message reviews of people telling me, I love your episode, I'm inspired by it. No, straight to my DM. And he probably saw my contact on the banner I kept there, and sent a message. Hi, Matty, I love what you talk about and I resonate with it. I'd like to know more about you. And that was how it all started. Only for us to realize after some couple of days, that we attended the same high school and we never met. This person wasn't in the country. He wasn't in the same country when he listened to my podcast. Not like I shared the podcast with him. Is this person who loves listening to podcasts? I think he was just served breakfast for his own 5 years relationship. So he was, I'm done with relationship. I just need to focus on my life. He said one day was trying to find a podcast topic, episode on vision, I guess. And he said he saw these vibes and vision. Vibes and vision. Okay, let me listen to it. And then open and saw motivationals. Get inspired with Matty. And he listened to it and was like, I think I like what this lady is talking about. And mind you, this guy is a guy that loves listening to sophisticated episodes by top-notch people. I was just a growing podcaster. I was using my phone to record. As a matter of fact, that time I would enter into the bathroom because that's the only place that has an enclosure without noise to record. And that was it. He fell in love with what I talked about and said, this person speaks from experience. I'd like to know more about this person. This is the kind of person I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. And that was when he sends the message. And when he sends the message, I knew. But then I had to take it to God. Even though I was having that peace, I spoke to my spiritual mentors. And they were like, if you have to go on a program, go on a program. Just be sure this is what you want. And today we are married, successfully married, happy. God has been faithful. When God said this is the time, it doesn't matter how you would meet or how we would meet you. I was on my own in Nigeria when he sent me the message from UK. And that was how God did it. You are not left out. God has you in mind. But don't give up on God if he has not given up on you. That man is on the way. 2025 is your year. But you need to find yourself, find your purpose, trust God, trust the process, engage yourself, and don't become a shadow of yourself before he ever comes. You are special. You are beautiful. Don't be a flower with a terrible fragrance. Work on your character before he comes. Do away with those things that might impede a happy marriage or a happy relationship. And at the end of it all, you'll be glad that you waited because he will just be the one. Thanks for watching. If you like what I talk about, and if you also have your story to share, how you met your man, is he also, just like mine or something, or Facebook, or do well to leave it in the comment section below. And do well to put on your notification bell, subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment behind. I really want to know what you guys think about this because, this is Motivational TV where truth and light meet. Do have a beautiful day. Bye.